A bride plans a 4-day wedding for 144 guests. She hires a planner. That planner starts missing emails, then goes dark for over a month, then promises a full refund in writing, and disappears again. That same bride, 2 weeks before her wedding, finds out her airport transfer company wants full payment for 144 people. No contract, no phone call, no direct number for guests to reach on travel day. She had to rebook transportation for 144 people in less than 2 weeks. I need to talk about this. Hey, how are you? My name is Suli. I'm a destination wedding planner and I specialize in weddings in Mexico and the Caribbean. I have seen things go wrong in this industry, things that are just episode worthy with all the drama. And most of the time when things go wrong, it's usually with the resort. It's not, or like the weather, right? Unfortunately, it happens more and more that couples are trusting people with their money and they're not doing their due diligence, making sure that the people that they're working with are legit. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened to one couple, what the red flags were before damage was done, and what you need to know so that it does not happen to you. Oh, and I'm also going to tell you what the one move was that saved them thousands. So make sure you stick around for that. So the couple hired an external wedding planner early in the process. At the beginning, things looked fine. The planner was doing all the things. She negotiated a few vendors and then things got moving. But then the communication started slipping. Sporadic email responses, incorrect information sent over, like weeks going by without answers, then a full month of silence. When a planner goes quiet for a month during your planning window, that's not a busy season issue. That's a problem. Because in that month, nothing is getting done on your wedding. And you do not know it yet. So they met with her in person. She apologized. She promised a full refund. And then she disappeared again. And when they filed a chargeback on their credit card company, she reappeared. And she filed a claim against them. The only communication that was received after months of silence was an email offering 25% of what she owed in February for a wedding in May. And as of their wedding weekend, they had not received a single dollar back. Here's the part that doesn't really get talked about enough. The destination wedding industry is not regulated. Anyone can call themselves a destination wedding planner. No licensing is actually required. No governing body, no minimum standard of service. You're trusting someone with thousands of dollars and the most important event of your life based off of websites and a few emails, and you're not going to do that. Most planners I know take this work very seriously, but the barrier to enter this space is very low. And you will occasionally encounter someone who is not equipped for the job. The red flags in this situation were visible before the damage had been done. The sporadic communication early on was the biggest one. Not only do you need to caution yourself with who you're working with, you need to do your due diligence on who it is you are working with. We'll go over all that in a minute. But to finish the story, so now it's 2 weeks before the wedding and they get a message or an email. The transfer company hadn't been paid their full amount. They tried to get the information, they tried to confirm details, but the transfer company's like, no, look, you have 144 guests about to arrive. Here's how much that costs. We have not been paid. You will not have transfer if we do not get paid. I wanted full payment up front. For context, 144 people traveling internationally for a wedding, that's some fun logistics that you're going to have to deal with as a bride 2 weeks before the wedding. So here's the move that saved them. Before the transfer company tried to say anything further, they asked for a contract. And the contract was very agreeable. They were going to agree to pick up the group at the airport at such and such time, provided that the group provided them with their flight information. They accepted a 50% payment up front and the full payment at the back end. So that ended up working out. But what do you do though? What do you do if you're in a situation where you're not feeling comfortable, you're not vibing with the planner that you're talking to? Here's a couple things that you need to do. First, There's 3 things. Write them down. 1, before you hire anybody, get a detailed copy of the contract. What are their specific services? What is their timeline? What is their payment schedule? What is a refund policy? If they push back on providing you a contract, there's your answer. Bye. You're done. 2, pay in installments when possible. Some planners don't actually allow that. We don't, for example. I'll freely admit it. But if they do, ask if that's something that they'll be willing to do. 3, stay in the loop. If it's been a month and you haven't heard anything, send an email. Hey, I haven't heard anything in a month. What's going on? Your active participation is important as well. The destination wedding industry is full of genuinely excellent people doing excellent work, but there's also no gatekeeping. So, a travel agent that literally started 5 minutes ago is going to say, oh yeah, I can do your destination wedding. No. Oh, and here's what you do. Go on their websites. Go on whoever you're thinking of hiring. Go on their websites and scroll to maybe a featured section or maybe a about section. See what they've done in the past. See what training they've received. For example, in my website, I list all of different trainings and certifications that me and my team have. And definitely check testimonials. Make sure you're reading what other brides have actually said. If there aren't any,